Peace, everyone that comes into the room. Just waiting for a couple more people. Peace and love. Like, I'm so excited today. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I wanted to share. Yes, I'm glowing. I wanted to share something that was an opportunity for me, because a lot of times, like, in our lives, like, we don't realize how significant we are. We think, oh, because we're not famous or something, that we can't make a difference. But at some point, those people that we consider famous had to get to a certain point to get to where they are. They were at a certain point to get to where they are. And, when I decided to share my journey with the world, I didn't do it on the hopes of being famous. I didn't do it for money. I did it because of the love and the passion that I had for what I am doing. And that is showing you guys to be human, showing you to live this life on purpose with no fear. And if you have fear, then push through and do it anyways, because fear is just false evidence appearing real. It's not, fear isn't anything. So with me sharing my life and sharing my thoughts and my experiences, I guess I don't realize, or I'm not paying attention to how I can actually affect someone in a positive and effective way. I'm just on here being myself, showing myself and loving myself, and allowing you in that part of my world. So the reason why I'm like cheesing is because I received an email from someone, and he said that he used to be the guitarist for Earth, Wind & Fire. An older gentleman, obviously, if he's going to be playing with Earth, Wind & Fire. But he said he saw my videos, and he normally doesn't reach out to people, in their videos. Like, he just watches them, like most of us do. You're not like internet trolls. And he said that he resonated with what I said, and he liked my energy and my light. And he said that he is creating a TV pilot for a show to help kids or the youth, show them how to get out of the matrix. And he just felt like I should be a part of that, that project or whatever. And I'm just like, wow, really, me? Little me? You want me to be a part of your project, But I just think about that, and I'm just like, well, why not me? I'm living in my truth, and every day I'm realizing what is true to me, and I'm putting out positive light and energy, I'm showing us who we're supposed to be, going back to nature, learning how to love yourself, learning how to know yourself. So why not me? Because we see, like in Babylon, like, it's always focused on our lower selves. It's never focused on our higher selves. With women, we think our worth is in our beauty. It's in between our legs. We think our pussy is power. You know what I mean? Like, come on. But it's here. It's our minds. It's our minds and our thoughts. That is our power. And when you come across a woman that is sure of herself, and her consciousness has been heightened, and she know who she is, and she's not concerned about the way that she looks, or cares about her insecurities. That is beautiful. That is sexy. You know what I mean? And so that is what I am putting out here and radiating to my melanated sisters, my melanated beings, brothers and sisters. Like, the way that you truly are is just fine. You are beautiful the way you are. And I will continue to reiterate that message. Like, you are beautiful. You are powerful. You are great. You are all-knowing. You are knowledge. You are truth. You are God. You are love. You are light. I'm going to continue to put that out there, because when I'm putting it out there into the universe, into the ethers, that it's coming back to me. So the more that I give you love, the more that I give you light, the more that I encourage you, I'm really just doing it for myself, because everything is me. Everything is my reflection, So I treat everything in accordance to that. That's why I don't eat meat. That's why I do not choose to harm an animal, because I believe that animal is me. No, I'm not going to go and pet a lion or pick up a snake. I love you afar. But what I'm saying is, I believe that animal is me. It's a reflection of me. We are all made up of ACTs and Gs. Everything originates from the black woman. So I have to love myself. I have to love my reflection. I don't dishonor myself. I don't dishonor my reflection. So for you to say that you love yourself, but then yet you are killing an innocent animal to sustain yourself, do you really love yourself? Because you're killing a part of yourself. If you truly believe that you are God and everything is you, do you love yourself if you harm an animal? That's a question. Maybe there's no answer to, but that's something to think about, because I love myself. I love myself so much that I no longer comb my hair. I allow my hair to be what it is, because my hair is my receptors. My hair is connected to my nervous system. Don't let anyone tell you that your hair is dead, because your hair is truly alive. It's your navigation. It's your, that's why do you think we have hair all over our bodies? We have hair here, we have hair here, we have it in our ears, we have it in our bodies, we have it in our genitals. We have hair for a reason, but yet we try to do everything against our own nature of being. Just look at my hair. I have not combed my hair in 3 months, and look at it. It's doing its own thing. I'm allowing myself to do its own thing, and it doesn't look that bad, I don't think. You know what I mean? I don't shave. I don't wax. I used to get Brazilian wax, and that shit hurts. But I did it anyways. What? Because of vanity. Because of vanity and thinking in my lower self. Making myself be a sexual object. Now, I am a sexual being because sex is within your creativity. But I'm ripping myself apart, trying to be something that I'm not. And I rebel against that. I rebel against myself. Fuck the system. I rebel against myself and my own thoughts. So I decided to change my thoughts. I decided to change my perception. I decided to be who I really am. I decided to stop wearing deodorant, because I stopped covering up the lie of the shit that I'm putting in my body. And now that I'm putting things in my body that is in harmony with my body, I no longer have to wear deodorant. But for those that still feel that need to eat meat, to eat death, to eat carcass, of course you have to put deodorant on, because you got to cover up the stench of the choices that you're making. And then I don't wear glasses anymore. As you see, I have glasses marks on my nose. I used to wear glasses. I don't wear them anymore, because obviously my eyes is not for me to see. It's my intuition. It's my heart. I have a sixth sense. And so now I'm tapping into that. So now I see through energy. I allow my energy, to direct me. I don't have to use these eyes. I don't have to use my eyes anymore. But now that I am in tune with myself and in tune with my sixth sense, half the time I'm looking and I actually can see. I don't even realize that I actually can see without glasses. No, it may not be as crystal clear as it was with glasses, but in actuality, a lot of the stuff we're looking at, we don't need to be focused on anyways. Because when you're around people in Babylon, when you're around a simulated environment where we're all a melting pot, we're taking on all these energies. So with me not being focused and not really be able to see and connect with people that I don't know, it's actually helping me. And then with my sixth sense, I'm able to do the things that, I think I would be limited without my glasses. I can drive, I can read, I can still do those things. But if you were inside my eyes, you'd be like, damn bitch, you cannot see. Like, I still can't see, but I can see. Like, I don't need that debilitation. I don't need those glasses, because you were in nature, you wouldn't have glasses, because in nature you wouldn't be on concrete. In nature, you wouldn't have to drive anyways. Like, in nature, we don't have books because we honor the trees. And when you're reading an actual book, it's like you're dishonoring the tree, because you had to cut down a tree to write a book. But thank goodness for the information age, because now you don't need to do that. Now you can just go online and get an ebook. You see? Because when you realize everything is you don't want to harm another living thing. Because everything is you. Everything that I'm looking outside is within. The earth is me, and I'm inside myself. Don't this shit like trip you out? But everything is you. So when you start loving yourself internally and knowing yourself, you have a true appreciation for what you see. You have a true appreciation for the grass. You have a true appreciation for the animals. You have a true appreciation for humanity. Because now you are thinking in your higher self. You're not thinking in your lower self. You're not thinking of, how's it going to work for me? Like, you ain't thinking about money, because you realize money is just an illusion. Money does not exist. Do you really think they need money? Do you really think the higher powers that be really need money? They print it unlimitedly. But what they need is your attention. They need you to pay attention. They need you to be focused on not becoming who you are. They need you to be in their system to fuel it. We are their fuel. Our energy is their fuel. So we're like hamsters in like a little wheel, just running after the dollar, running after a dollar, running after the American dream, when it's all a lie. They have us in boxes, in cubicles. When I had a job, I was in a cubicle. And I had to get up when they told me to get up, and I had to leave when they told me to leave. And I could not do anything without somebody giving me something. And that's how they want you to depend on them. That's why they control our food. They control all the resources, and they're also depleting the earth of its resources with electricity, with oil, and we don't even need that to sustain. When I was in Costa Rica, it was an eco-friendly, solar provided environment. Like, they ran everything on solar, and the heat from, I think it was the ashes from the volcano. Like, that's where they receive their power. But what we do, we deplete our own selves, which is the earth, of its sources, and then we wonder why we're having global warming, why the earth is heating up, because it's sick. And that's why I resonated with we are the cancer. No matter what color you are, no matter if you're Caucasian or if you're black or you're red or you're yellow, we are the cancer within our own selves. We're destroying ourselves, because we don't realize that we are a part of ourselves. We do not realize that the earth is us, and so we're here depleting ourselves of itself. And that's why you see the climate being all crazy and weird, and the glaciers are melting, because after a while, what happens when you get sick? You get a fever. It's just like with our bodies. So when you decide to open your mind and receive higher levels of consciousness, you can take this concept on. You can take this perception as yours, and you will realize that the earth is you. Now, this message is not to save the planet, because the damage is already done. This message is not to save humanity, because humanity has already been lost. But it's for those that know the truth. It's for those that know who they really are. It's for those that are on this frequency, that hear what I'm saying. And while you are here in this existence, you can do something about it for yourself. And when I say self, I'm talking about CELLF, cells. You can do something while you are here. You can make a difference for yourself. So in your next lifetime, you know, you won't have to karma the face because of what you didn't do in this lifetime. And that's if you believe in karma. Some of you may not believe in karma. You know, it's not about being a good person. It's not about being a bad person. This is about being who you really are and becoming that. You know, changing your perception, or even being aware of your perception. Being aware that, okay, this is how I think. Because some of us are walking around and we're not even aware of our own selves. You know, we allow people in our electric magnetic spectrum that it's the force field around you, that is, you can't see it, but it's there. You will allow anybody in your space, and you take on their energy. You take on their thoughts. You ever be around someone and you was in a good mood and you was just happy, and then when that person came along and you just felt like, damn, like I just feel really bad all of a sudden, and then you think it's you, but really it's the person that you have around you, because you are not paying attention to what you allow in your environment. Because we are energy. That's all we are. We are, and this is not real. This is not real. We are energy, just energy around. So we're constantly, you know, exchanging energy. But you have to be able to control the energy that you allow within your energy. And that comes along with your food, because whatever you eat, you become. You know, you eat that cow, so therefore you are that cow. You don't know what type of thoughts, you don't know what type of energy that cow had. You don't know what that cow went through before its death, and then you're eating it, and then you're taking on these thoughts. You're no longer human, you are a cow. You're no longer human, you're a chicken, you're that fish. You know, that was a soul, that was a living soul, and now you have digested it and you have become one with that. And it's just like a man and woman. That's why it says when you have sexual intercourse, you become one with that person, because you're taking on their essence, you're taking on their energy. And when a man ejaculates in a woman, his DNA, his sperm goes into her, and her cervix sucks it up, and then she becomes that. And what she does, she gives birth to whoever that man is, and not necessarily in child form, but just in her whole character. She becomes what that man is. So if you don't even know who he is and you becoming it, what does that say? And I'm no judgment, because, you know, I played that part. I was with men and I didn't even know their character. But then I'm taking on that, and then I'm becoming that person. And then wonder why my thoughts are so cloudy, wonder why I don't have a sense of who I am, because I've become him. You know, and then sometimes people be like, well, you know, I eat grass-fed beef. You know, I eat organic grass-fed beef and, you know, cage-free chicken. Okay, but so that nigga over there eating the apple, because he eating the apple, that means it's okay? I should become one with it? I should allow him in my space? Oh, because he's eating fruit? No, you don't. I don't know anything about that person. I don't know anything about his character. I don't know what type of energy he has. I don't know what baggage he has. So I'm not going to just allow someone to come into my space. And it's the same thing with animals. You do not know what these animals went through. You don't know what they injected these animals with. They can tell you anything just so they can keep you in your lower self. And that's what it's all about. You becoming your higher self. That is why we are here to experience, to be human. We are non-physical energy in physical form. And we are here to experience. That's the game. We are here to experience life. And we set it up this way. We set it up for us to grow and for us to expand. So it's up to you. Let me see what y'all saying, because people were coming in and out and I'm just talking. Yeah, I'm just looking. Where am I right now? Somebody said, where am I right now? I'm outside. Yep. So yeah, y'all, I'm just like vibrating so high today. You just never know what opportunities can come to you. And I really been focusing on manifesting. I mean, we're always manifesting, but I'm really focused on being a deliberate creator of my life. Deliberately creating. And I know everything starts in the mind. I know, like, everything is thought. Everything we see was because of a thought. And so right now I'm really paying attention to my thoughts. I'm opening myself to new opportunities. I'm allowing myself to be where I want to be. I want to be in the tropics. I am in the tropics. I'm focused on how I'm speaking. I'm being definite in how I'm speaking. Because everything starts in the mind. And so once you think it, it has already manifested, and now I have to just allow it to flow to me in my vibration. I don't have to try anything. I just have to allow and to be open, to be happy, to resonate that. And so as I continue to have these thoughts, these positive thoughts, these positive affirmations, as we say, then I become it. And then because of how the universe works, I will receive it, And so when I speak this, it makes you speak, positive aspects. It makes you say that you are light, that you are love, that you have everything, that you are in the tropics. Hey! So just, be mindful, pay attention to what energy you are putting out into the world. Because if you are putting negative energy out and you're speaking negative affirmations, then you're going to put that on someone else. And then at the end, like I said in the beginning of the video, everything is a reflection of you. So be kind to yourself, love yourself, nurture yourself. Open your mind to new possibilities. Let go of old thinking that's not serving you any longer. And just see what happens. See how the universe will just bring you more of the things that you really want. Because the universe is going to bring you more of the things that you really want. The universe doesn't know what's good and what's bad. It just knows what vibration you are putting off. It does not discriminate. See, the universe, see the pure essence of God does not see good or bad, or evil. It just sees vibrations, energy, and frequency. That is what the true source, God, the creator, sees. There's no good and bad, in the spiritual realm. We only have good and bad in this physical realm. But if you want to tap into the spiritual realm, you will know that it's only frequency, vibration, and energy. So when you can start looking at things in this physical realm that way, then that's when you will become a deliberate creator, a more powerful creator, because you're not allowing some perception to stop you from creating who you are and what you want to be and what you want to have, because it's no good or bad, no right or wrong. It's just what vibration. It's all about vibration. So yeah. So anybody have any questions before I get off? Because I know I'm like talking about some deep stuff, but I know that you understand. I know that you resonate with me, and I'm here. Well, I'm gonna get Stories of Sunshine says, scroll back up to my question. It's in the beginning. Oh my goodness, just tell me your question. about menstrual cycles. What about menstrual cycles? What about menstrual cycles? What would you like to know about menstrual cycles? Oh my goodness, y'all gonna make me scroll. Oh, I don't see it. I don't see a question about menstrual cycles. It's a disease. Is menstrual cycle a disease? No, I don't think menstrual cycles are a disease, but I do believe that we're not supposed to be having them the way that we do. Because I know, I probably got a bug on my nose. I know that when I was purely raw vegan and like just where I was eating nothing but fruit and salads, I had my cycle only lasted a day. But when I noticed when I was eating cooked food, and at one point I was eating meat, I would have cramps and I would have heavy PMS, and the cycle would last about 5 to 7 days. And now that I am straight vegan, I'm not raw vegan, my cycle, because we should not give ownership to that, it only lasts maybe like 3 days. But I also think now that I'm back in Babylon's environment, that also plays a part. But your diet is big. Like if you are a raw, because if you look at other videos, like if you go on YouTube and look at videos of raw foodists, they don't have cycles at all. So I know it has everything to do with the diet. Now I was going to say, yeah, we should have cycles because of the animals, but when I think about the dogs in our society eat the same diet as us. So our female dogs might be bleeding the same reason why we're bleeding. But when I think about nature, when I think about us being in nature, like in our true essence, and we eat from the earth, we wouldn't have pads, we wouldn't have tampons. You see what I'm saying? So when you go back to our natural form, I just don't believe, the reason why we have the things that we have is because we went against our own selves. That's the reason why deodorant was created, because we stopped eating the diet that we're supposed to be eating, and then all of a sudden people walk around stinking, so therefore they create deodorant. And so, and as well as pads, I feel like those things were created, it made a necessity for us. It's because we're going against our own nature. Like when you're in Babylon, and when you just pay attention to everything that we have to have and ask ourselves, why do we have to have this? Because if we were in nature, is this something in nature that we could attain? So if you can say no, then it has to make you look at, well, how do we get to this point in the first place? And let's go back to the original form of who we were. Oh, you said, this Stories of Sunshine said, since I'm aware about how the 9 ethers is connected to our hair, I have a lot of people around me who want weaves and hair dyes. What advice would you give me to detach from these people? Well, the advice that I have to give you is that your hair is receptors, and it's connected to your nervous system, and your hair is alive. So just like with anything, if you cover it up, it's just like you covering up your nose. Well, if you cover up your nose, eventually you can't breathe. So it's the same thing with your hair. If you cover up your hair, then you lose a sense of direction. It's your alert system, and so when we're in the sun, the sun releases ethers, and we are the sun, so we connect. And then that's why we're in the sun. It heightens our melanin, because our melanin is our superconductor. So with your superconductor, it's like you have antennas. It's like anything with an antenna, it heightens the reception. So if you null the reception, just like your cell phone, then you won't receive signals. It's just like, look at my hair. It's just like if you are out of network, then you won't be able to receive the signals. And it's just like with your hair. If you cover your hair, if you cut your hair, if you color it, then you're dyeing it. So now you are killing your hair. You know, if you cut it off, it's like you cut off your receptivity. You see? And if you put a wig on it, it's like I said, it's just like you stopping the flow. And then on a vanity aspect of it, it's like you're not accepting yourself in who you are. Why are you walking around trying to be something that you're not? And women, we play a big part on that. Women, we have weaves and wigs. You know, we put on makeup. You know, we put on bras. You know, we put on like certain clothes that insinuate our body, but then when you take it off, she does not look like that. You know, we wear high heels. You know, we are trying so much not to be human, not to be an actual woman. And we think that doing those things is what makes us be a woman, and it's not. It's making us be something else. It's making us be a lie. Because just imagine if a man did all of that a woman would do. Like, women don't even wear their real eyelashes anymore. You know what I'm saying? Fake nails. Like, why are you trying to, what are you trying to cover up? What are you hiding? What are you trying to make up for yourself? That's the question. That's what you can talk to people about, or talk to yourself, story of sunshine. When are you going to decide to be yourself? You know what I'm saying? When you're going to decide that who you are is perfectly fine. You know? So that's what you can say about hair. Yeah, men do this now. And the reason why you have so many men that are feminizing themselves is because the true man, the true warrior, they have them locked up. The true resistance of what's going on, the ones that go against the system, they got them locked up. And they got them locked up for a reason. Because they don't want anyone going against what they have created. You know, and that's why those are in jail, because they went against the system. You see what I'm saying? They went with their own very nature, went against the system. And so now we're in the time where we need our melanated men to step up and rise, you know, and be the stability and bring the order. You don't have those. You have those that are just as feminine as the women. You have those that would rather be in the suit than rather be in the jungle, you know, being a warrior and getting dirty because of the dirt. You know what I'm saying? You have these melanated men now that's chasing the dollar, trying to be an entrepreneur or whatever, trying to be a businessman. You know what I'm saying? You have him trying to be within the system, be a part of the system, and then be a part of a system that don't even want him and put him down in the first place because of the color of his skin. That's the perception that has been taken on in this society. But then when you tell the melanated man and woman to leave this system, okay, if this system does not like black people and they're killing us every day and they don't want us here and they're limiting us, why not just leave? But when you tell them that, leave, let's go to the tropics, let's go back to our original form, let's go back and be who we're supposed to be, they look at you like you crazy. But no, but this is my home. How is this your home? How is this your home? Every day you see on television where they're killing young black men and women every day. This is your home? This is what you want to be a part of? Really? And they're like, well, I go to the tropics on vacation. You going on vacation to your home? But then you want to be a part of this system? That the more melanin you have, the worse? I mean, that is the depiction that they have created, the image. Because when you think of a black man, think what is the first thing that comes to you? It's probably not a negative connotation. It's probably not a positive, perception. But they put it up this way because of the times that we in. The melanated black man and woman are here to save humanity from the destruction, to get them back to their original form, to get them back into nature. But now the melanated black man and woman, because we're all melanin, whether you're white or yellow, it's just, the black form, the darker the pigment, that's who I'm talking about. White people, y'all are melanin too. Y'all don't have a lot of melanin, but y'all are melanated people as well. But we are the ones that this message is for. We are the ones that can make a difference because we are the original. We are the first, and we will be the last. So this message is not to separate. This message is to bring people together, to be together. We are one. And at the same time, the melanated black man and woman really need to wake up and remember who they are. Just remember who you are, and stop being in a system that's not conducive to your higher levels of consciousness, to your higher self. You know what I mean? Yes, one people, one aim, one destiny. And within that, everyone needs to know their place in this. Everyone has a place in this. The melanated white man and woman has their place in this as well. You can make a difference as well. You go back to the tropics too, and you be with your melanated black man and woman, and you share the message, you preach the message, you be the message. It's not to separate you, because you are me. But because I have higher levels of melanin, I am more connected to the ethers, to the sun, to the universe. So you be with me so that you can become more. But see, the way that our society has set it up, that the less melanin, the more powerful. That's the perception that they have us confused with. And it's not true at all. Yes, Rashim said they are the ones who need to atone the most. Exactly. Yeah. Well, I'm about to get off here. It was amazing talking to you, as always. I'm just so thankful, so appreciative, so happy. You know what I'm saying? For my life. I'm just so amazed right now with the knowledge and the wisdom that I'm attaining, and the people that I'm meeting and the connections that I'm having. It's just, words can't describe, where I'm vibrating right now. Well, yeah, words can't describe. It's amazing. It's amazing. That's the word I want to use today. So, again, peace, love, and light. And remember to take care of yourself. Bye.